And thanks for staying with us here on Joy News Prime. Now time to bring you the sports. Herbert Mensah will serve a second term as president of the Ghana Rugby Football Union. Joy Sports Asari Bediako was at today's elective special general meeting and comes through with the following report.
Before the end of 2019, Herbert Mensah announced his decision to step down as Ghana Rugby Football Union president and subsequently called for an elective special general meeting. At today's polls, president of the Central and Western Regional Rugby Association, James Nunu, who had picked nomination forms to contest the presidency of the union, pulled out of the race shortly before the elections began.
I would like to formally rescind my decision to contest for the position of the presidency of Ghana Rugby. This day, 4th February, I am no longer interested to contest for the position of the presidency, so I'm not contesting. I've stepped down.
James Nunu instead contested for and secured the vice president's position, paving the way for Herbert Mensah to be elected unopposed as president of the Ghana Rugby Football Union and subsequently appointed board chairman.
I think it's been quite an extraordinary day. We've been graced with the presence of the Honourable Minister, the President of the GOC. We have the representative from Khalid Babu, my Rugby Africa boss, the President, in Charles Yapo, who is a brother, a friend to Ghana Rugby and to me personally. And I think we have to welcome on board the new members who haven't served on the board before, and those who have provided service but not as board members. And I think that's very important for us going into the future. I commend the old members and in the board meeting today for their recognition of the fact that for the board to be stronger and for Ghana Rugby to be stronger, we need people with defined roles who can help take the rugby in another direction. The balance or the imbalance that there is currently with one or two people doing too much work, perhaps it can now be spread a little bit more evenly. We know in Africa we have to show before we can go back and see if the budget can be increased. So 2020 is going to be a year for consolidation, expansion, growth, and then we can go back to Africa Rugby and World Rugby and say this or that is the direction that we're going into.
Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, Perry Okujeto, who was guest of honor at today's GRFU special general meeting, commended Ghana Rugby for the successes chalked over the years.
I'll congratulate Ghana Rugby for raising the flag of Ghana high, continuing to do things the right way, making an impact in our communities and in the lives of young people. I'm hoping that after this election, the new board and the new executives will do more for us and for Ghana to benefit from Ghana Rugby moving forward. Development
Officer of African Rugby, Charles Yapo, praised Ghana Rugby for a successful special general meeting.
So I'm very happy to be here to assist to this General Assembly. All things were organized very well, and it looked like a family, and it's what we want in rugby. In some country, when there is some election, they're always fighting. But what I've seen here is very good, and it has a good vision of what is done in Ghana Rugby Union.
The re-elected Ghana Rugby President Herbert Mensah will be supported by able board members, including Bismarck Amponsa, Ryan Malan, Chester Ani, and Erica Amwako.
And former Black Stars head coach Kwesi Appiah has urged the new trainer of the team, CK Akono, to be strong and bold. The former Hearts and Kotoko coach succeeds his former boss as head coach of the Black Stars. Now, CK Akono will be in charge of his first game in March this year ahead of his big debut. Kwesi Appiah has urged CK Akono to be his own man.
As the national team coach, every decision you're making, it's a challenge to you. There are some challenges, there are some decisions that you take, and you might lose the game. And then there are decisions that you take, you might win the game. The bottom line is you might ask yourself, why didn't I take this decision? Or why didn't I take that decision? You know, every single time, the decision making is really on your shoulders. And the other side of it, you get some forces, giving you a lot of pressure as to who to call or what team to bring out there. But it should be your responsibility, making sure the decisions that you're taking, when it doesn't go well, all the burdens or the media will always be on you. So it's something that, as I said, it's important that coaches especially should have a book and then make sure every decision that they're taking, they should bear responsibility. Because when things don't go well, whatever the doctor did or whatever the security did, it will all come down on you as the coach. The only thing I can tell him is to be very strong in his decisions that he's taking. But dealing with these guys, these top players, he needs to give them 100% respect so that they can also have respect for him. And I don't know, I can't talk about what he should do, because every coach has got his own philosophy. And for that reason, whatever decision that he's taking, he should be bold and be strong in whatever.
And it's been 7 weeks of excitement in the Ghana Premier League. The action is set to continue in midweek, and we take a look at the fixtures that will be coming up. March week 8, Brecum Chelsea up against Karela United, who beat Legon City FC by 3-0 in the last round of fixtures. Ebusua Dwarfs also play against Indiana Stars at Cape Coast, and 11 Wonders up against Intala. Skin Faisal will play Accra Great Olympics. Liberty Professionals up against Dreams FC. Also, Mediama Sporting Club, Atakwa will play against Bechem United. Legon Cities FC will play Omina Sharks. Wafa versus Asante Kotoko. And Accra Hearts of Folk in a cracking encounter against Ashanti Gold. That's it for sports. There is more on myjoyonline.com/sports. My name is Hans Mensando. Many thanks for your time.